Emmanuel, God is with us. 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 Here's another little Christmas video for you. This is on my cyclamen. I am in an area that is quite warm, so I still have zinnias in my Christmas garden, okay? So I grow florist cyclamen. Grow the cyclamen that is hardy for your area. They all look beautiful. But I have some different ones that I wanted to discuss with you. And I'm getting a little late on this. This will be flowering for a few more months. But look at the leaf on this one. I found this to be very unique from the florist cyclamen that I normally get, so I bought it at Home Depot. And I found out this cyclamen needs more water than other cyclamen that I use, so it may not be a standard florist cyclamen, but when it gets its water, it's beautiful. And these flowers, I think, are just so cute, and they give a nice Christmassy feel. This is not a plant. I cut this from my conifer and just decorate it with it. And at the bottom here is wormwood. I bought a package of seed from Baker's Creek, and I just grew a whole bunch of wormwood plants. They just do so well for me. I got some grass in here. It's actually wheat, and then lots of flower bulbs are in there too, so I can keep this festive for all seasons. But I wanted to tell you, this one flowers. It doesn't flower too much. It just keeps some flowers all the time, but it has such a pretty leaf, and if you get it in white, the flower complements the plant. And if you're in an area where you have a lot of water, this particular plant is it can handle more water. It could probably even handle me watering it every day, but I'm in Southern California. I just don't have those kind of habits. So here's my little festive Christmas planter. There's grass in there. I've already planted my summer flower sweet peas, which this will be their trellis. So that's the plan. We'll see how it goes, but right now I'm really happy with it. The grasses are coming out nicely and it looks pretty. This is the first cyclamen I wanted to tell you about because the leaf is so interesting on it. And I was shocked when we got that particular cyclamen in my area, so I had to snatch it up quickly as I can, in regular plant hoarder status kind of thing. And I like the way the grasses are growing around it. I think that's so fun. Cyclamen that I am still keeping in the house, and you can see it's much smaller than the one outside, but it's beautiful. It's festive. This gets to be a pretty good size cyclamen if I replanted it. This is a tall cyclamen, but it's so cute, and it's been in bloom for 1 month. No sign of retracting. If you look at it, this one that's inside is the same as the one that's outside, but the flowers say more red because it's not getting too much sun, But in my area, after the holidays, I could easily switch this to outdoors. It will continue its life. It will get bigger, and then it will die back for the summertime. Come back next year. Yeah, it's nice. Oh, I just wanted to say, cyclamen are the underdog of the Christmas plants, but I find them so much more rewarding than poinsettias because they come in a lot of colors. They have these interesting leaf shapes to them, and they're something that you can buy one time and they come back every year. you know, so you can actually plan your Christmas display, set it up, and they will come back every year. You only have to buy it one time. How good is that? The second cyclamen I want to tell you about, this is easy as a house plant. It's easy in the garden. In Southern California, even though we get no additional water, this cyclamen, I could water it once a month and it would be fine. It never asks for water. Look at the leaves on it. It's doing great. I grew it in the house at first, so it flowered mostly in the house. I enjoyed that. And now that I put it outside, this is red, and I must have it in kind of highlight because the leaves are getting bleached with this pinkish color. Even though I did put it in the back, so I thought I was putting it in the shadow. And again, I do have my spring bulbs in here so that after the Christmas season is over and the Christmassy look no longer wants to be with us, I will have spring in this pot too. I am going to show you how I do my lasagna plantings. So if that video hasn't come up yet, it will. But this is a very drought tolerant form of cyclamen. So if you're in Southern California and you don't intend to water and you want to plant in your landscape, this will be the one. It requires no additional water. It grows with rainfall. And when the rain's over, it's over. In the winter time, if it gets water once a month, it is fine. So highly recommend it. And the red form seems to be the easiest one to flower. If you want to have it as a house plant for a while, the red one flowers really good inside, in partial sun, in, you know, strong indoor plant light. It's fine. It flowers constantly. Okay? So I really enjoy this one. I keep it in the bathroom or the laundry room, so I keep it in my high humidity rooms. I don't have a humidifier, but I do have a washing machine. Yes, yes, yes. Now I have one more to show you. See my sweet pea plant coming out in this one. I just have one. I wonder if I should put a couple of more sweet peas in there. I don't know, but we'll see. If you run into this one likes a temperature change. So I had to grow this one where it can get 40 degrees at night. But this is my most florific cyclamen. It's shorter. It's a dwarf cyclamen. These flowers are only half the height of the other ones, and they are bicolor. But as you can see, it is in full bloom. They've all been blooming the same amount of time, but these ones just excel at it. So if you were only to buy one cyclamen for your house, this one needs a little bit more water than the red one, and but the same light conditions work fine for them. And you see how much of a bloom it is, and you see how much shorter the leaves are and how much less leaves it has. The leaves also tend to be a little bit more heart-shaped, but I just wanted to tell you there is a difference between even the floral cyclamens, between the dwarfs and the tall ones, and the coloring on the leaf. They have different water demands. They have this is a smaller plant, so I can keep it. You see how this is a miniature plant, so I can keep it in a smaller pot, and it gives me a nice, it really just looks like Christmas all by itself. You don't have to add anything to it. It's just fine doing it on its own. This is my insulin plant, so I eat that all the time. I'm going to take some cuttings off of it in the summer, or if that particular person I bought it from comes back, I'll buy another one from them because I really enjoy that plant. And it doesn't flower or set seed in my area. It's from India, but it helps to control your the body's ability to keep balance with glycosamine and stuff like that, and not to develop adult onset diabetes because of our horrible holiday and Christmas diet. This is in all my food.